And hello, everybody, in another day of Johnny Scrims tournament. Your casters for today are Shady Spectrum and Gamer Talk, and we will be watching Anguish try themselves against Speed Boost today. And what do you think of those teams, the Gamer Talk? Did you see them play before?
I have not seen them play before, at least not for this season. Both are kind of middle of the pack, with Sweet Boost having one loss only on their banks, Celestial Anguish having one win and one loss. So like they're not outstandingly good, but not outstandingly bad so far either. So it's gonna be kind of exciting because it's the third match in a, I think 5 or 6 team group. I think it's 5 teams. So it's gonna be kind of deciding now who is going for the upper places of the bracket and who's going for the lower places.
No. So definitely exciting match we have today. Because both games that I casted in this tournament were 3-0 stomps, so I hope I will see a close game today. But so well, now we will wait for teams to be ready. Also, starting map will be Nepal, kind of unusual. Usually everyone pings Lijiang. But what do you think of this pick? What comps should we expect?
That really depends on the sub maps because it really differs. For Sanctum, it's gonna be something maybe like you can play so much on Sanctum on the one that's inside, right? So like you can go for a full disruption comp with like Ball Hawk even. You can go for a spammy approach, maybe double shield. You can go rush composition. So like everything's possible. There's no real meta in that part. For the other maps, for Village, we might see something more brawly, like in the sense of Ryan Zaya, Ryan Diva, maybe going with the Mei for certain maps, maybe a Symmetra TP and to just turtle on the point. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting to see what the teams are coming up with.
Yeah, indeed. I'm really excited everybody as well. I like to see their day of actually all of the comps because it kind of gets boring when every game will be just brawl or dive or something. You know.
Remember goats?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't want to have that again, but I think overall the game's in a really good spot right now. Like, there are certain comps, obviously, that are a little bit stronger than others, but overall, you can play basically everything. Like, you can play spam on maps, brawl on maps, dive on maps, double bubble, you can play bastion, you can play disruption comps, you can spawn hold people. So, like, everything's possible. I think that's really great, especially for players, because you have a variety and you're not locked into one hero, but also for like casters and viewers like you, because imagine if you're watching like Overwatch League or if you're watching the Johnny Scrims tournament and every match is just the same composition over and over again. That's basically what Ghost was, right? And we don't want to have that again. Not today.
Yeah, Ghost was fun for time, After like 1 month, you got bored of it.
Yeah,
So
like the problem with goats especially is like there's a depth in the game. So like goats has its value. Goats has its value in watching, but you have to understand the game at a very high level to make out these differences.
Yeah,
and that's not easy.
Also, just the fights were really boring in Ghost because one person dies and there's like no way of turning it. But we'll be going into our first map right there. And well, let's see what comps will be picked by those teams.
I'm sorry, I have to let you talk for another second because the stats aren't working properly. I need to fix them.
Sure, so I'm gonna just look at all those picks. I need to focus because I need to remember which teams. Okay, so team on the right side is Speed Boost and team on the left side is Anguish. So okay, I got this right. So I wonder if actually Anguish will be rolling out with the Torb. Definitely we've seen Torb being picked on that map, just spamming across the point. Speed boost out of spam for Celestia Anguish, and the fight will slowly begin. Both teams walking out of spam now. The spam unfolds. The S6 spamming onto Speed boost, now rotating into the other side of the point. Looking for the sideline. I can't quite find it. They're just running away because they don't want to be closed out by this Brawl. When Brawl gets close to you, you're just gonna get deleted. Nice speed boost, engage a beautiful hack onto Torbjorn from Celestia Anguish. He will be falling down. They need to clean it up, but the beautiful rotations coming from Celestia Anguish as well. It's really hard for speed boost to catch them, but they will eventually catch up. Sweat Kingdom picking off Rafa. He will be training his life for that now. The speed boost looking to finish out those targets. The point is flipped though for Celestia Anguish right here. But not for long. Speed boost will be taking this one right back over. And now the reset from Celestia Anguish with the fight going the way of speed boost.
Alright, everything's working now. We see
Really nice.
speed boost with the rush composition that's been really popular in Overwatch League, mainly due to the Ryan ban. Like Ryan not being available, you have to find something else. So like use your Moira, that side of composition which are really into play. And what you want to do is you want to go aggressive with the coalescence. Which is not happening.
Oh yeah, look at this. They're just getting deleted right now. You know, oh, they were getting deleted, but Celestia Anguish answering right back with this minefield, picking off 2. And now it seems like Celestia Anguish will be turning the fight in the end. A nice call engage, but it's not enough for Speed Boost to win the fight.
And we see the ult economy is way in favor of Speed Boost right now. Like they only committed a coalescence, which is a very fast charging ultimate anyway. On the other hand, Anguish burned the supercharger, which is kind of a bummer because it can really change a fight. Ultimate getting eaten by Ludwig, great eat there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see this. Very nice eat. Maybe this Poodle will kill somebody. It won't be killing anybody now as it's eaten. Okay, now CF man looking for EMP. It's a pretty good EMP. 5-man EMP. Aku gets hacked as well. No transcend is available for him. It's just a quick cleanup for Speed Boost. The point will be flipped right over to them.
And what are you gonna do when you're hacked as a Zenyatta? Like, you have 50 HP left, you're just dead basically. And that's exactly what happened. BCF man with the great EMP onto 5 people. Ego was outside of it, which is kind of good because he's a ball, he needs to be outside of it. But it didn't help. It wasn't enough. They still managed to flip the point.
Yeah, oh, the early rally before the fight even started. No one will be coming out, but the disengage from Speed Boost. Oh, how CF man gets caught by that? You can't let that happen. This is Sombra falls down. It's not the most important target, but look at this. Now the pings are just how it's actually roll. Look at this, funny. Using Dev Blossom picking off S6. I'm not sure who's winning this fight. Seems like Speed Boost is coming out on top, but are they now?
This is just an old festival. Like, everybody pressed Q and everybody died. Now it's 2v3 on the point. Anguish managed to get the flip. Diva gets demake. And Speed Boost might have to regroup to be able to recontest this.
Yeah, there's no reason. There's no reason to fight it when the point is flipped already.
Yeah, and the ult economy is very bad, like it's very burnt on both sides. On the other hand, since Anguish won that fight, they're looking way better. The early supercharger burn was a bummer, yes, but now they have it back up. They have a Pulse Bomb and High Noon coming back as well, where on the side of Speed Boost we only have the Winston.
Okay, they will be engaging really fast on to see Anguish. And a lot of damage from Sweat Kingdom there. The supercharge is used to absolutely destroy, but the Racket will be picking off too with the Deadeye, make it free. Void falls down to his gun. Now, some way, see Anguish will be picking the point up. I didn't expect that to happen. It looked like Speed Boost are definitely the better team here. What do you think?
I think this is just in the difference in how you play the compositions. Like, with the rush composition, you need to play fast, you need to have those engages, and it looks way more fancy if you get those engages. Like, if you just get a 5-man EMP and kill people, that's way more fancy. On the other hand, what Anguish had going for them was the ult economy. They had a Tracer Pulse Bomb, they had a Kree High Noon. Those are very fast charging ults. On the other side, Speed Boost only had the Coalescence, and that's 2 ults for 1, so like, you're always going to be down in ult economy on the side of Speed Boost, basically.
Yeah.
Now
Look at
coming
this.
up with the Symmetra May on the side of Speed Boost.
I like this. This was a lot of damage from both of those teams. Both teams with Sim, but a little bit of CC on the side of Speed Boost with this May. Let's see what will work better for who. Look at it, 6 under a lot of pressure. But Sway Kingdom, the one falling down Paris now. The Anguish cleaning up once again. A nice engage from them, and the fight is over really fast.
Yeah, as Speed Boost, you need to get value out of that May wall. Like this, that's your win condition. That's what you're going for. And they were kind of able to wall off the Rhine, but not exactly. So Rhine was still on the point, and then they just got too greedy. They got baited into that corner where they were just surrounded by the spam damage by the Western.
Yeah, just too much damage shown to Sway Kingdom. He just got deleted now. They'll be trying to re-push into that point. A lot of damage onto Sea Anguish from Sway Kingdom. And look at Swag. He's under so much pressure right now. No shield. Boy, 1 HP the flank from base. Should be finishing the fight out. Swag picking off Racket. Probably not important at all, because Swag, as you can see, is backing off.
Yeah, Rafa picking up 2 kills there in that fight. Great engage from Elise. Also great zoning high noon. They basically forced them completely off of the point. So that's a really good job, but we have to watch the ult economy. Because they use tools there, so they don't have that much direction.
Oh, the shatter! It's really big, but the counter shatter from Swag. Both shatters don't get anything, but the damage is done on the Speed Boost right now. They're just cleaned out. They couldn't sustain a 6-man shatter.
Great play, honestly. Like both windows going down at the same time was always great to watch. And they're both shatters connecting, finding enough targets. In the end, it was still bigger because the Sim was able to put damage on the Speed Boost, so they got the value out of it. And now they really have to think about what do we do here. They do have some more to work with. They have to Sim wall, they have to Speed Boost. But they're going into a supercharger and they need to touch. They might go under and just try to go onto the point and fortify the area.
Yeah, seems like they're doing it. Just rotate onto the point. It's not gonna be easy. Wall definitely will make it easier for Speed Boost to engage onto that. And yeah, definitely Wall may it will be the end of Sea Anguish on the point. Flip will be coming through, but for how long will it stay?
It's a matter of jumping off the map there to reset. Overall, now they're swapping off to the D.Va. You want to reset for the early spam damage so you have more fortify on the point. That's a valid reason to go reset. But now since they don't have that setup anymore, they swap it out. They want to have the D.Va for more peace.
Yeah, also pretty far away cold. From Speed Boost, a nice wall, but it will be immediately destroyed. The TP was used. But look at this! Oh no! Sim gets separated now! Will be falling down. Now everybody rotating around the map. Seems like Sea Anguish won't be even engaging this fight.
No, they're not sure. It seems like they're not sure where they want to go from. Like, they want to go top, but they know they have the May wall, so they can't really go top. So they have to go main, but main is not really where you want to go.
Oh, but this will be opening things up for Sea Anguish. A beautiful block from 6 right there, completely reading Swag like a book. A nice shatter from that 6 now. He's looking for it and he finds it. 3 for him. The point will be flipped over and it will be the end of Speed Boost on that point. They lasted to 60%. Now this is over for them. Dirtmaster tries to use the sound barrier. He falls down mid-animation. It's just desperation from Speed Boost right now.
Yeah, the Lucio dying early there was crucial for Celestial to win that. Because he had the sound barrier available. And if you have beat, you're never gonna kill anybody. So I don't know if it was a misplay from Dirtmaster or if it was like just a good play with great aim. But picking out the Lucio there early in the fight was really important for them.
Oh, look at this great play from him. Gets free, just finishing everybody out. I'm actually not sure how to spell his name, you know. Is it Racket?
It's the German version of rocket actually. So it's like we would say Rakete, but
Racket, okay.
Rakete.
Okay, okay. I'll do my best to say it right.
Sure.
See if I will succeed, but what maps do you expect to come out from Speed Boost right now? What kind of map they will pick?
Honestly, I have no idea. Like they played against Rush compositions. They played the Rush composition on Sanctum themselves, and it kind of worked out for them, but not quite. On the other hand, they just got dismantled by the Mei, bro. Oh no, they played the Mei. Sorry, they played the Mei
Yeah.
themselves. So like they Mei. I don't know if they're like, okay, let's try the Mei again, or if they're like, okay, the Mei didn't work, let's change it up. That's the thing you always need to think about, because like what if you think about it on a broader scale, swapping when you lost is probably the worst thing you can do, because that's like your bias, obviously. Like you think, okay, I did something and it didn't work, I have to swap, I have to change it. But that's not quite true, because the enemy will probably stick to his guns. And if you just try again, if you fix your small mistakes, you might be successful again. So swapping can also be detrimental to their comp, because they swap to something that they think is better, but they're not as comfortable with.
Yeah, it's hard to make a call when to swap, because somebody might be absolutely super good at the hero. Maybe it's not the best hero to play in the comp, but would you sacrifice the mastery of the hero for just a better comp? It's a hard call.
Yeah.
That Speed Boost needs to make right now. And well, looking at the side of Sea Anguish now, they really like this Orisa.
That's true. They really enjoyed play. Like that's a thing that I think is not as prevalent today, because you have a lot of those. Sorry, you have a lot of those speedy compositions. You have like the double bubble composition, which is played a lot. You have brawl. You have your classic dive even. So like you don't see a lot of Orisa play nowadays. Like obviously you can play double shield on maps like Junkertown, but those maps aren't played very much, and there are not as many of them as there are brawl maps.
Yeah, it's hard. Orisa is just hard to pull off right now. You need to play around her really well for her to work. Like if you will play wrong around her, she will just get run over. Or if you will use fortify too early, also she also gets run over pretty fast. 450 HP seems like so much. It's actually kind of nothing for tank with such a big hitbox.
I won't really say that. Like, it is still a lot of HP. Like, 450
Yeah.
is still nothing that you can just regard, especially because of their shields and the fortify coming in. The thing is, like, what are you doing when there's somebody in your face? As a Risa, you're doing nothing, literally. Like, as a Ryan, you can at least swing at them. You can even charge away if you need to. You can pin them into the wall. But as a Risa, your tools are not made to sustain somebody being on you, like a Rhino, a Winston, or a Reaper. You're just not made for that. And that's why it's so hard, because your effective range, you want to be away from people, you want to get value out of your shield, your pull, and your long range gun, right? And
Yeah.
you don't have that anymore when you have a Rhino on you, basically.
Yeah, sure. And as you said, you want to be far away from your enemies, and we've seen Celestial Anguish do it so well on Sanctum. That was their rotation were so good that all the speed boosts almost never were in the position of a good fight for them. They engage on them, but they would rather not. They need to go fast, but the engages weren't that good. They were forced into them.
Yeah, that's kind of true. All right, we're going into the second map, which is Route 66. So we have the potential for spam.
Yeah.
We have the potential, and my game's not loading. That's great.
Oh, okay, there he goes.
Traveling to Route
Okay.
So we have the potential for.
Oh, and the pass.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, we have time to talk about the map now. So what kind of comps you can talk about the potentials right now?
So we have. I actually don't have time because I have to swap people around.
Oh, okay.
But sure, we have the potential of like going into the map with spammy compositions. You can play some double shields shenanigans here on the high ground. You can do a lot of things with the high ground, but also you can do a more divey approach on the attack, like double bubble. So just you have that bubble, that cooldown rotation. It's gonna be exciting.
Okay, now I need to focus because teams are swapped around. So now Speed Boost is on the left side and Anguish is on the right side. So we need to remember that.
I mean, it's basically the same as in the first map.
Oh
but
yeah,
different.
but the colors are different, I think, or not. I'm just stupid, maybe, possibly.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. You're doing good.
Yeah.
You're doing good.
Okay.
Alright,
Anyway.
we see the double bubble composition coming out from the defending team actually. Oh no, it's Speed Boost. Sorry, I fell for it.
Yeah,
Speed Boost
it's
rolling out
confusing
with the
us.
Zaya Winston bubbles. So they want to take their turns fighting. So like you want to play it around your cooldowns a lot, which is great if you do it in defense because you can just like drop from the high ground. You don't need to waste your jump to engage. You can use your jump to get out. That's gonna be really important for them.
This is what I learned from playing main tank for a long time. That when you engage as Winston, you don't have to engage with jump. You can drop from the high ground and jump out, which is the safer way. Let's see how Swag will opt to play that though. So now a nice rotation onto the high ground from Anguish. We'll be going around, and Ego will be staying on the point, moving it really far. Oh, Swag Kingdom! He falls in a split of a second now. How do you recover from this?
That's a lot of damage coming in from Celestial. Like you have the Reaper, you have the McCree coming in, and that's probably also the reason why they went for the reset. You have both protection and damage at the same time. Like with Ryan, you have to either shield or you can swing, but you can't do both with a reset and with both. That's probably the reason why they go for that.
Yeah, they just really like the Risa, you know. They like that corpse.
And it's working out for them.
Yes, it does. Now both will be used from Panty to try to make some space on that point. And it seems like it's working. Aku falling down and the support line is gone. For Celestial Anguish, it's just a cleanup now. For Speed Boost, really nice engage from them. Really great use of Bob here.
Yeah, beautiful drop from Swag Kingdom also. Lasering 4 people, staggering the baby diva.
Yeah, staggering the diva.
Just don't kill her or kill her late. It's always great to see. Like, you don't see that really much in Scrims, because in Scrims it's kind of VM because you want to get fights and you want to get practicing, right? But seeing that in a tournament, how long you can actually delay people by just not killing them, that's great.
Oh, Swag. Oh, Swag. You should know better by now. They have Brigila and McCree and Reaper. You don't want to stand that close. He's deleted once again. Now, Mongo coming out, Noon coming out, and Racket will be finding the Dirtmaster here. A lot of healing going for Speed Boost. They try to recover, it won't be easy though. Rally from Rafa, trying to clean this stuff up. Rafa invested, not finding anything. Pullman will be finding something though. Bob from Anguish pulls Link down right here, but it's not enough to turn the fight. Even Bob invested, but the Bob didn't fall on points, so they just roll that one through.
Even if like it doesn't do very much, they have so much damage coming in from Anguish, they can just delete the Bob, literally. Like you saw Swag Kingdom, he had a nano going for him, and he still just died. How are you gonna approach this from the side of Speed Boost? Like, you can't really jump into them, like, you cannot go into them, because then you die. Swag has to experience that 3 times by now. You have to play for the spammy approach, you have to play for bits, but how are you gonna get them?
Yeah, how are you gonna get them if you're not close, you know? Like, Swag, it's kinda hybrid oh, Swag, how did that happen? It's kind of roll right now, to be honest, from Anguish. They're absolutely destroying. Look at this.
Yeah, I think Speed Boost knows that they can't continue like this, and now they're swapping. Yeah, they can't. They know they can't continue on like this. They have to do something, but they weren't sure what to do because like you cannot play Winston into that composition. They have 2 stuns against you. They have a Reaper who's gonna melt you, and they have, in general, just a lot of spam. Short
This is
range
just
coming in.
a full counter to the dive comp. You have nothing to dive in this comp. They have
Exactly.
the backline is brick and buff. How are you gonna kill it? You know?
Yeah, with a Reaper in addition to that.
Yeah. Okay. Now on to Swag. He will be trying to do something, but he's not able to. Oh. The server died. Oh.
The server died.
This is unexpected. Oh. This is really unexpected.
I don't know how to proceed from here, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what we are supposed to do, because if servers are dying in Overwatch, how are we supposed to keep playing the game, no? It happened to me one time. I was screaming that the game was just shutting down. You can check the rules. I will talk around right now.
Like I don't think there's anything in the rules that says if your server crashes do X. Like I don't think there's just anything in there.
Well, then we as caster have a final word. I don't know. Ask teams what they think we should do. No, because we don't want no conflict here. So ask them what they think should be done here, and what should we do also if the game can't be played right now because servers are dying, which is a possibility. So well, this was surely unexpected. Things weren't looking too good for Speed Boost here. They are probably happy about this crash right there. And see, Anguish is definitely kind of pissed off on that one.
Yeah,
Just
like I would be as well. Like they were rolling on their attack. They were going into point 3 with like a 4-minute time make or something. And then the server just literally dies.
They were about to win the next fight also. They were like rolling. Really unlucky. Okay. We have a guy that too. Okay, hello.
Okay, what? Sorry, I was in our scrim, but what happened? When did it?
So basically, the lobby just crashed on point 3 attack of Celestial Anguish, and they had like a 4-minute time bank left.
Yeah.
I don't ask me. I don't know why it crashed, and we're going to a different map. I think that will fix it.
So sometimes it just happens with servers. Okay.
Oh god. Yeah, we have to just replay it. I'm gonna go into both teams and just to say that we're just gonna replay it.
Okay.
Lucky, but yeah, there's nothing else we can do other than just
hoping
replay and hope it doesn't happen again.
There's no summer game.
Did you all do the update?
Yeah, we are all updated.
Yeah, like the lobby works. Like it worked for first map, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna explain to the teams that we're just gonna restart and
let me know when you're done.
Okay.
She's gonna go.
She's gone.
We're going to Rialto for the next map, which is considerably different, I have to say. Like on Rialto, you don't really have that opportunity. I think like you can play Double Bubble on Rialto. Like Double Bubble is such a versatile composition, you can play that on basically every map. But I think it's not as good on Rialto. Because on Rialto you have things like a Pharmacy coming in. And if you're playing like a Tracer and a Kree as DPS, you don't really have much to contest at Pharmacy.
Yeah. Also, let's talk a bit about the momentum, because definitely, the momentum was all for Anguish right now, and Speed Boost needed the reset of it. And now momentum has been reset, Speed Boost needs to make a use of that one,
Also, which is kind of important, is like the coaching itself. Like, I know Speed Boost had a coach, because they said that earlier, but just being able to talk with the coach for a second might also help them figure out, okay, why did we get rolled on the last map? So, like, it's gonna be really, like, it's very unlucky for Anguish. That's all I can say. Like, Anguish they were rolling with a composition where Speed Boost had no idea what to do against. They were up in ultimate economy. They were approaching third point. They were
It
close to
wasn't
finishing
looking
the
good
map
for speed boost. The speed boost needed
for
to swap
Anguish.
comps.
Yeah.
The speed boost needed to swap comps also, resetting their ult banks.
Yeah.
Just really unlucky situation, but what happens? Probably the crossplay coming in have something to do with this one.
Yeah, a lot of people just doing crossplay scrims now.
Yeah, just Xbox, PC, PS. Well, it's all over the place probably right now, but well,
I mean, it's
well,
kind of exciting to have crossplay now just to see how different it is. Because I think crossplay is like only for like quick play and custom games, right? So
I'm not-
obviously it's
I
not for
think-
comp, but like
I think the beta isn't. I'm not. I think comp will eventually have like a crossplay, but not yet. I'm not sure how it works.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they said it might be the map as well. So if this map crashes again, do a different map and they're gonna pick route. I have to go back to my scrim now, so hopefully that helps enough.
Alright.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. See you.
Good luck, see you.
Okay. Now are we ready to roll into Rialto? Let's see. We will see some more of fights. I hope Speedboost will pull up a bit more of the fight because, well, Root, we talked about it, you know? What do you think Speedboost should do to actually change the momentum right now and maybe some comp swap? What do you think?
Okay, apparently we're going back to route.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying route again. But the idea is like if it is the map, we go a different map after. So that's
okay.
like the idea.
So it's last chance for Root.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you expect teams to change their compositions now after they've seen each other's? Or
Honestly,
roll
for
with the same thing?
at least for
Speed
speed boost, yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think they're like, nah, we're rolling with the same thing. Yeah, Speedbook's actually confident in their picks. Look at this. I definitely believe in the swag on the Winston Rider. And it's the same with Anguish. There's no reason for them to change the comp because they didn't get rolled. That they rolled. They had a great performance. So let's see how servers feel and let's see how Speedboost feels about this defense this time around. Okay, Vase coming off the bounce and the rotation onto the high ground. Like last time, Swag, he's chilling in there. Will he get deleted for a fourth time? No, he's ready for it this time. The bubble drops not where he would want it to drop. But well, what can you do now? So getting ready to contest the other choke point. A bit of switch up. CF man on the Echo. Definitely need to. It will be a better support for the Winston in blue. Andy picking off Rafa. Big pick for speed boost. No break heals means that Bap is now killable because he has no second healer to look after him. But they are not engaged aggressively onto that. Now they will be engaging, but Swag Kingdom! He gets deleted once again!
You would think he had learned from the first map, but apparently he did not quite. And now it's Anguish again rolling over the whole team of Speed Boost. There was the small change you mentioned already of going over to the Echo to have a little bit more spam damage to do more against them. But still, what are you gonna do as a monkey into their composition? You can't go anywhere close to them. Maybe if you have Nano and Farm already, you can do something, but apart from that, just what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I don't know, like no matter what you will go, even if you switch to Rhine, it will be a bit easier, but this comp is just a nightmare for main tank. Like you look at this, just Orisa, Diva, Reaper, McCree, just all those heroes are so painful. Oh, we have camera on Swag, let's see if he gets out. He gets out this time. Has a Primal looking to re-engage now. Will be dropping in. Has a Primal ready. Primal's really early, not He's not waiting. Oh my god, did you see this damage?
He just
The
got
hell
deleted
was
instantly.
that?
And Ludwig dies again using his draft trying to get a kill. Didn't quite work out for him. It was pretty close to be fair. But there's so much damage. As I said, like, even if you have that primer, your HP is just gone in an instant.
Thanks for that.
There's so much damage coming in from the side of Celestial.
He just got deleted like 1000 HP in 2 seconds. They will be trying to recontest that. They have that bomb from the point. They will be trying to throw it. The bomb will connect onto the point, but the bottoms will connect as well. And the copy, use that, not getting anything. These are just ultimates way tested for speed boost right now.
Speed boost, they went. I think the time make is actually better for Celestial or this time than for the first time. We now see the swap again from speed boost. They're now going over to the brawl composition with the Rhine, with the
They
May.
waited so long, just why? Oh, look at this, Anguish switching as well.
They waited for third point.
Yeah, I guess third point was the thing that they waited for. And this May, look, Swag just has no life right now. He just gets freeze, deleted all the time. You can see that Swag with Bell or Rain have way more. He
Beautiful wall on the Shatter though.
Yeah,
Walling up the Rhine and shattering, that's a good play. But in the end, it doesn't really have too much. Still, Swag is falling, the May's gonna die, the Lucy is dying. There's not much you can do right now on the sides of speed boost, but now you have the window coming up. And you're only going against
it's their time. They cannot screw up one more time. It's the last chance, you know. They need to get this done now. Let's see if they will. The window will be in the tool that they choose to engage with. Wall will be blocking it for a second, but not anymore. Racket looking for that Deadeye spot. Will be opting to use it now. Swag Kingdom under low pressure, beautiful low wall and eat from the speed boost right now. But Swag still under a low pressure, waiting for touch reveal. But Pandy eventually falling down on the big shower. This is over for speed boost. I'm pretty much convinced right now. Boom. Mailed everything. Anguish head is just getting thrown at speed boost right now. And well, speed boost had their chance, but they unfortunately did not use it.
Yeah, they got a chance given by God due to the server crashing. They got another chance to reconsider. Okay, how do we approach this fight? How do we take this one on? And they didn't use it. I have to say, I'm so sorry for them. But they just didn't use it. They still went on the monkey, which didn't do anything. You saw the monkey getting deleted during Primal again, like on the first try on this map. He got deleted through Nano. So I don't think you can run the monkey against this composition at all. Like you can, but then you're basically playing backline monkey because you can't do anything.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I just want them to go something weird, you know, something unexpected. Just catch them off guard, you know.
Let's go a lot of spam damage, maybe just like that Fire Mercy spam, maybe even a double shield composition yourself, just denying that low range value that Celestial is getting with the Reaper, with the break. If they don't get any value, it's basically a 6v4 for you.
And with this windstorm, I'm not sure this is a pick. The scope is not working.
I bet you he's gonna jump in one time and then he's gonna die immediately. Because that's what we've been seeing all match so far.
Like, they try to pull off, but it seems like they don't grasp it. Like, you need to play it so perfect with this comp to make it work, you know?
Yeah,
like, he tries to jump in, gets fooled. Oh my
and died. Called it. Yeah,
they switched to Mercy and Echo, so they have a rest. Swag is just standing there, he's like, what the hell is this game I'm playing, you know? What is this misery that I'm being subjected to right now?
And that's the other factor we don't really talk about yet. Like, yes, there's so much damage coming in from the side of Celestial, but also the side.
He should be getting out by now. This is like really dangerous staying here. He can just get stunned, you know, and killed in 2 seconds. And
that's
what did I say? He did the stun and killed in 2 seconds.
It's the same thing over and over again. You have stun and a lot of damage. You cannot go Messiah Bomber anymore. On the other hand,
CF man, pretty good sticky bombs with the focusing being almost being out too. And look at Rafa, he's still so low.
but he has to stay alive because Arca died. He's the only healing for his team.
D-Mag, the copy onto Diva. Coming out, oh man. The copy onto Diva is absolutely gone. Swag finally doing something with the Primal. It's like the only moment he can shine. He's already forced out. This is just pain watching him play this game. It isn't even the fact that he's bad at the game, it's just impossible to play into this combo with the Winston. Now
You saw Speed was stacking down on Primal, which is something you don't normally want to do. They stacked it and he still nearly died. Due to both them. Racket getting value with that high noon.
Yeah,
And
Racket
that might lead to a catch, getting another pick on Diana. Now it's finally getting taken out.
I need to say, the second pick is definitely working for them right now. This is like, there's something in that pick.
Yeah, the Echo, I think Echo is the right approach, but I also think it's not enough. Like, Echo is good, but you also need to swap the Monkey, because Monkey hasn't been doing very much.
You either swap the Monkey here or swap to Diva, I think, to protect Monkey more. Do you agree with me here?
I don't think Diva's gonna help, because like you can still get stunned with the break.
Yeah, but yeah, true.
And
Oh, look at the sticky bombs! Oh, this is gonna be low damage. Oh, what? I don't understand why you're playing so sad. Oh, I know why, because of the damage. But look at this! The sticky bombs dealing a lot of damage, but look at this healing. This combo is actually broken. I'm convinced this is the meta. This is the meta of Overrush.
I don't think so. I just think like Sweet Boost, they haven't figured out what the problem is yet, and the problem is that they keep jumping into a Brick, a Kree, and a Reaper. That's the problem, and you cannot do that. And I don't know if they don't see that or don't know how to change that. But I think this is one of the main reasons. It's just like
I think they should just push payload actually, you know, just stay on payload, push it till they will be forced to come to. Oh my god!
Like he just dies. He couldn't even use Primal. That's painful to watch. If you ever played Winston into an anti-dive comp, you know what it feels like.
Yeah, I did, and I know how triggering it can be, you know. And this is like super hard by now. I don't think it's possible to win. They need to pull off some miracle. Like, look at the bomb from Ego, finding so much damage. Speed boost, not quite catching up today. They're down to maps. They need to sit back, think about what's going on with them, and to readjust.
Yeah, and I think now the talk with the coach is gonna be important. Like just figuring out, okay, why did we lose? Why didn't it work as we tried? I think that's what Speed Boost
Like, how do you survive this? Look, Reaper running at you, just destroying you. How do you? Yeah,
you cannot survive this, and that's the point. You shouldn't be in the situation.
79% kill participation base. What the hell this guy was doing on that map? Yeah, just absolute destruction from Anguish. Do you believe Speed Boost has what it takes to turn it around?
I think yes, at least I hope so, because the last series I casted was like Yoinkers against Kitsune, which was basically a speedrun of a game. And I kind of want those close games. I kind of want those longer games. Because it's always more exciting if you had the turn of the tides, if you have a team coming back, making a comeback. And I think the main problem with Speed Boost is right now, they need to figure out a way to deal with that composition of playing against an Orisa Diva on the one side, but also against a Reaper and a Brick. So like, and I honestly believe Monkey is not the answer into that. And I'm a little bit confused on why they kept running it, in the sense of like, they might know that it's wrong, but do they know a better, like, do they have a better plan? Do they have an idea on what to do else? And that's I think the point. where they really need to think about where it's going to be hard for them. But if they manage to do that, we've seen Celestial running Orisa a lot, so they might know what's coming. Speedboats might know what's coming to them.
Yeah, they should. I would be surprised if they don't. The Orisa was present on all 3 maps, and to be honest, it's first time I see Orisa put to use like this. It's just absolutely anti-main tank comp. That's how I would like to call it.
Sure, absolutely.
Absolute distraction of the enemy main tank. You either mirror it and just roll it with Orisa, or you need to do something different, you know? Just play. It's hard to tell.
There are multiple things you can do. You can do a rush approach like they did on Sanctum on Nepal.
Yeah.
Which is like you just run at them and you overwhelm them because Orisa is kind of bad on close ranges. On the other hand, this is going to be very hard because they're always set up on the high ground, so just getting to them in the first place is not going to be easy. On the other hand, you could just go like full spam, even Pharah Echo or something, and just put a lot of pressure on them, just delete shields and force them off of their position.
Yeah.
And next map
definitely.
is gonna be Numbani.
Okay. What do you think of this pick? I didn't expect that.
I'm gonna say one word: dive.
Yeah,
I think this is a very classic dive map, and I'm kind of excited to see it because that might be something. That's one way. If you go full dive, if you don't have just a monkey jumping in, but if you have a whole team jumping in, that might work.
Yeah, I need to say, Numbani definitely dive map, but this first point pretty good for Orisa. I'm just saying, you know. It's
True,
definitely pretty strong. So it's still speed boost. They need to understand how to counter the horse, the one and only horse Terminator.
And we're currently getting a sub in. Our beloved man with the funny name Raketa is leaving us, and they're getting their other DPS Mizzet in.
Okay, this is gonna be easier to say Mizzet than whatever the other guy's name was. Yeah, definitely Racket. Played pretty good. He played pretty good. But, well, his name, it wasn't good for me. That's all I have to say. You know.
But he did do very well. Like he did play very well.
Yeah, definitely.
We are apparently taking a 2-minute pause on the side of the teams. They might need to talk about, okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna approach this? What's coming at us?
Yeah, and they need to, because like see Anguish, they just need to keep up the play. They need to also invite Missit so he joins. That'll be.
Yeah, kind of been struggling with that for the last minute, but it'll work out somehow.
Yeah, see Anguish, they need to stay focused because, you know, sometimes you just get a bit overconfident. You're like, oh, we're winning easy clappers, and then you throw the next 3 maps, you get reverse sweep and lose.
Yeah, that's another way how they can lose. Like if they get too cocky, too overconfident, if they start throwing.
Yeah.
So like if they don't hold on the high grounds, which you would normally do, but if they hold on like the spawners, for example, that's a way how you can easily lose this map. And now finally we got the Mizzet in.
Let's go. And we go into map. Yeah, and speed boost, as we said, focus up and counter the enemy comp. And please don't tell me they're going with the same stuff again!
I mean, it might work better on this map, honestly, but if you're running into the same comp from Anguish, which is kind of what it's looking like right now, it's gonna be very hard.
You know, we don't know what's going inside the comps right now, so we cannot like fully tell why are they picking this comp like so persistent, you know, on it.
I think they're just confident on it. I think it's just confidence in the sense of like, that's what they've been scrimming, that's what they've been playing in practice. But essentially, they're running into a hard counter out to that, and that's the point. Like at this level, a hard counter is really a hard counter. So like, you can't just say play better.
Yeah.
You might have to swap.
Also, it usually looks different when you're in the game. Maybe for them it looks like it was close. I don't know. It's a possibility always, you know, that for when they're inside the game, everything looks different, and they just think it's really close, and they just step away from winning it, and it's definitely true. But look how safe he needs to play. Oh, look at this.
Huge anti-nade coming in from Void,
Yeah.
83 people and Raptors getting taken out immediately, so it's kind of hard to take that high ground position against both spammy heroes, like against Echo and Ash. You have to set up on high ground, and that's gonna be very hard. But once they manage to do
Oh my god!
Module charging.
Okay, this is the win condition. If they can keep getting those kind of nades, sticky bombs, they will win this.
Yep,
you know?
exactly. So like, it's hard to get on the high ground, but once you're on, it's hard for Speed Boost to get them off of the high ground.
I'd say
Yeah.
overall, nades are your win condition. Like, not even combo sticky bombs. You need to get those big nades, and then you can just finish out the targets like you like to do on the dive.
Big nades, but also spam in general, just getting things to
Okay, look at this nade. Once again, a beautiful nade, both times. Oh my god, so much damage. Oh! Nobody will get scorched with the mic today. Swag will be falling down, and again, the cleanup is coming through. Oh, Nano invested in somehow. Swag get rest, it's possible to do it, but Miss is coming in, picking up Nano Taker, and now Swag will be following her to the grave.
And this is exactly where the comp of Celestial thrives. Like, when you have that setup, be it on card, on attack, be it on the point, be it on the high ground, if you have that setup ready, you're very hard to, like, it's very hard for Speed Boost to get you off of that. And that's kind of what happened. Like, they managed to get the setup on the point, and Speed Boost they have to contest it, right? They can't just give up the point. But that's basically the trap. Because you cannot really contest the point. Again, you're going into a reaper, going into a brick, the monkey is just gonna get deleted every time.
But we've seen it's better. It's definitely better. They've done something right for 2 times. They can do it again. They just need to keep the focus up. TP onto Panty. Oh my god, Void.
The DPS from Anguish just flanking around, picking
What
up
a
the
place! What the hell is this? What am I watching? This base on the flank picking up like 3 people. I'm confused, you know.
I mean, it works. That's all I have to say. Like, whenever people talk about like the comp is shitty or whatever, very cheap to play, I can just respond, dude. If it works, it works. Take them for point. Right now, it's working very well.
They don't think to recontest that. Yeah, they want to recontest that, but I don't think it's recontestable. I mean, prove me wrong, go on.
There's nobody there, they can't. Like, they had the nano going for them, yes, but like, they were going into a rally, so they're not gonna get any picks, and also it was basically only the D.Va, so they're not gonna have enough damage to pick up anything through rally.
Yeah, it's based, I think, the Speed Boost is drained right now.
And you see how the game goes by looking at the economy. Like, we have Celestial with 4 ultimates.
Oh my god.
And Speed Boost has 1. And
that monkey. Like, this monkey isn't getting anything done. They need to switch, but now it's too late. Like, look at this. They already capped 3 points, you know. Look.
It reminds me very much of the route where the attack was very much a road. They had to rapidly going for them with the spam. I think that's a good approach for them. But it's still very hard to execute, especially if you're still sticking on that double baseline or on the dive baseline for now. Like, your tanks are just gonna die every time they go in, but your monkey has to go in. Or the bob coming out from Speed Boost. But it's not really doing much. Like, it's
look, Swig switches to rain, but it's kind of late, man, you know? It's kind of over right now, yeah. He gets
so
1 pick. So I guess he done better than on the whole attack round, I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't say that. He got some picks on the attack as well, but like, I think, honestly, I think the whole idea of going for the more spammy approach with the Ash Echo Mercy or Ash Mercy and Echo, like, that's the right thing. That's what you need to be doing as Speed Boost. But like, they're not they're not consistent enough with it. Like, they go for that on the DPS line, yes, but they still have dive tanks. And as Monkey, if you're not going in, if you're not able to farm your prime move, you're basically dead weight. Like, you could play Orisa and get more value in that situation. And that's kind of the problem. Like, they have the right mindset, but they don't want to commit to it in that sense. Like, they're going for spam DPS, but they're still staying on the Monkey Diva. And
yeah.
now
a lot
we
of
may
talking.
see a change.
Yeah. Look how unsure the picks are. They're definitely discussing something new. I think they want to commit to the horrors themselves. You can beat it, just join them, you know.
And I think this is basically what you need to be doing. The double bubble composition.
I like
allows
the
damage,
accurate style of Hanzo.
I would say Hanzo could also get value, so
Yeah.
it's not bad, but
Yeah,
you're
you're right,
only
actually.
going up against the tree on a hit scan, like there's no real sniper, like no Ash, no Widow. And also there's no pocket for the Queen. So the Echo will definitely get value here. And with the shields, they might win that shield war, and it should be.
Speed was shaking things up. Look at this. The
And
fun is physical.
that's the problem again. Like, you have to set up on the high ground, but what now? You need to drop to contest the point, but you cannot really drop because then they will just drop on you. That's kind of what they've been doing. They rotate around now. They want to
What
get
is
corners.
this? Look at. I love it from Anguish. They know they have a Reaper. They need to push in. They're playing brawl with Orisa. I just love to look at it. Look, everybody is dead.
But they gave up 2 ticks. That's also that's a
yeah,
big
pretty
win for
good.
Speed Boost on that spell. At the point, like, the idea was definitely right from Anguish. Like, you have that Reaper and the Queen in comparison to the Echo Ash. So you have to get in close corners, as you said. But by doing so, by doing that long rotation, they get up 2 ticks off the point. So, like, one more time for Speed Boost, and they might be able to win that. And also, they had to invest in ult. They had to use the window there. So
Yeah.
they might be down for that. Honestly, Void only being 60% to his own window, it's kind of a bummer because you'd expect window to be one of the first ults you get, and in fact it's one of the last one they're getting right now.
Yeah, you're actually right. CF with the copy ready. Who would you copy here actually? He's going for free, what do you think? Yeah, well...
Probably, like, you could do a lot of stuff. You could probably copy the Orisa because Supercharger's a very good ultimate. You could also copy the Tree or the Reaper and just go for play with the ultimate. Vase getting taken out by Ludwig here.
Yeah,
That's
definitely
actually
good
huge
opening.
for them. There's no rest available.
I would
on
just
the
see
side.
it a Bob on point right now and push in. They cannot wait. This is their chance.
Yeah, which is what they do, kind of late.
Yeah, kind of late.
They got the idea.
Oh, Rafa. You ain't getting out of there. Stuck in the corner. Oh, the pool! How can they keep doing this? Anguish!
Window
Again
supercharger.
and again!
It's just a Windows supercharger. That's so much damage amplification coming through from Anguish there. There's nothing you can do. You can't really stay through that.
I could charge 2 windows when Void charged 1. This
That
is
might be true.
kinda...
His window was very late.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it was that
so-
late, but
Yeah,
it's
they're just
always a bad time.
indecisive. Yeah, they're indecisive. This is what happens when you get rolled a bit. You're questioning yourself more and more. Someone needs to grab them by a steel hand, and well, oh, beautiful block by Dirt Master here. Blossoms by Miss It, not finding anything. This can find something though. A lot of damage onto
A 5-man
Salsa
flux,
Anguish.
5-man flux coming up from Ludwig, and that finally gets them to the point.
Yeah,
That's
what
gonna
was
be
that? Like
enough
5
for
ults?
It was quite a bit. The zoning ult from Lizard, the zoning Blossom not getting any value done, which was kind of
This was a good engage.
Yeah, that was really good. Just seeing the situation that, okay, Anguish, they're pushing in aggressively, which is very greedy of them, and just countering that with the
way-
is a great play.
Yeah, the way they baited ults and protected themselves against them, you know, the ults are coming out from Anguish and they're just beautifully countering them.
Exactly, and now we're going to come up on both windows again, and DPS also like kind of win it, Bob.
It's actually a fun fact. It's the first point captured by Speed Boost in the series.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
And
now
like, again, it gets deleted.
This
Like,
but back to old ways, you know, getting deleted in seconds. Yeah, well,
monkey today.
yeah.
And not just chasing, getting clean up kills, but
Man.
both guys, and that might be crucial because they have worse respawns and they don't have a
They have a
mercy
ball,
play.
they have I think they should just go in fast. With the rally, and we contest.
I mean, they need to regroup, but they cannot afford to lose Void right now, because if they do, they lose every opportunity they have. Another pick on CF, man. That's very well done by Mizzet, just countering and just getting the pick, but
Finding
that
the
might
dig.
be crucial. Like,
Totally,
I don't know
yeah.
if they can engage anymore, especially not against Rally, and so many
I mean, they want to.
Anguish.
And they... Okay, now use disengage now. This is perfect for them. Look, tools for Anguish, and they already won the fight. So this is like perfect situation for Speed Boost.
Yep. I think the supercharger was also very early, like I think Picus was already backing up, he's still in first queue, so that might have been very greedy.
McCree has 300 HP on this.
And 6 man flux coming out from Ludwig,
Oh,
meeting the
yeah.
high noon, beautifully done. And
Three
Darkness
big
and
flaxes
Relic.
from him. Now they're showing some life finally in the series. They need to finish it out. Oh, this is what you see before death. A window and 6 people behind it. This seems like the death won't be coming for them this time around. As they clean up Anguish, Speed was getting the fight. And they get the fight, but they need to get the point as well.
Yeah, but they have a lot of ults at their avail. Like of course they used Rally and Flux, but their Flux is already at 50% again, and you have the other 4 ultimates ready. So it's not like they're going into this fight as a downside. Like, I think actually Speed Boost should be able to cap this point. Right?
Oh, yeah, perfectly used just those 2 ults. This is like perfect. But with the blossoms, blossoms, I knew it.
This fight
Everybody is
too slow.
actually so low. Look at this, someone needs to touch. And they get the point by a skin on their dick. No.
That fight was way too close for my thoughts, honestly.
Yeah. It
Both
should have
friends
happened.
dying. Yeah, both Svig and Ludwig dying was... And at that point I was thought like, oh, can Celestial try it? But in the end the ults just were too many falls coming up from Speed Boost there. And it was just too much for them to sustain.
But it was 4 ults against 1, and they almost win. It is not good, but because now look, they just run into them. They have brain heart now. This is definitely superior. Look at this play. They're rushing into the spawn. This is like big brain time, you know.
Now they're swapping over to the classical rush, which is kind of the perfect counter again. 'Cause like, on their previous composition they didn't want to move. They want to set up somewhere and let them come, right? So what Speed Boost did was, okay, we're not gonna come to you, we're just gonna spam you out. But then Celestial is like, okay, if you don't want to come to us, we're gonna come to you and we're gonna roll you. And that's exactly how you play this rush composition against Long Shield.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at Ludwig here. Has that lags? Was successful with them before. Let's see how it's about now. He's looking for it. Gets a nice flags, but he doesn't buy any picks on it. The immortality says absolutely everybody. It's 1 and it's the overtime right here. And well, I need to say I think it's over for Speed Boost.
No, we are finding another pick from Echo, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, look at it. Rain copied? I don't know.
There's too much going on.
These are 6 people on the field. You can survive that. The series will be going to Anguish. Another 3-0 casted on my page right now. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, but overall, I think, especially on the last map with the Sigma Flux, which you can see in the highlight right now, that was the right idea. Like, this is the right play. This is how you can win against.
Yeah, a bit of overextension from Rafa here, and now the beautiful engage. Look, everybody gets cleaned up.
Yeah,
Definitely good play.
it's like you just don't have HP. You don't have a defensive ultimate apart from Rally, which is only partly defensive in that sense. You don't have like a beat or a Zenyatta trance to counter that flux. So if you get a big flux, that's a lot of damage on all of the heroes. And even if you don't get the kills right away, they all are so low HP. You might be able to clean them up, especially with Echo with that beam getting that extra damage in.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the higher, like higher seats playing against each other. These games are gonna be so well. Like seeing Anguish against like Yoinkers probably would be a good game, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it has been a very interesting tournament so far. I think there have been a lot of 3-0s. I think last week was like 3-3-0s,
Yeah.
which doesn't mean anything because like you always have the teams that are on top of the bracket and the teams that are more on the bottom of the group. And if you let those play against each other first, then obviously it's going to be a lot of rolls. But if you get to those exciting matches where number one plays against number two, those are the games you want to see. Those are the 5-map plays. Those are the comebacks. Those are the exciting fights.
Yeah.
Today we didn't really have much of that. Like Nepal looked partly close, especially Sanctum looked kind of
I
close.
was actually
But
thinking
after that, it
Speed
just
Boost
went
will
down.
win the game after the first map. I mean, I looked at the first push from Speed Boost. I was like, okay, they know what they're doing. And then Anguish showed I was not wrong in the end. Anguish completely popping off. And also, I'm not sure if we are supposed to give it out, but let's give out an MVP of the game from C Anguish. Will you nominate?
Honestly, I don't know who it is, but I would say they're IGL. Whoever came up with the composition of the Orisa, but the Reaper Cree in addition to the Brick. That's
Yeah.
my MVP, because that composition completely demolished the double bubble and the dive from speed boost.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely the person that came up with this comp definitely deserves MVP because I don't believe the game would be that dominant without this Orisa comps.
No, for sure not. I think Speed Boost could have done a lot if they played against like the quote unquote normal compositions, if they played against a mirror, for example. I think it could have been very close, if not in favor of Speed Boost. But it was
Yeah.
basically just a composition counter. Like Anguish played exactly what counters Speed Boost. And they didn't manage to figure it out on route twice. We had they had 2 times on route where they didn't figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And on Nobani, they kind of had the right idea with the Orisa Sigma on the attack. That was the right idea in general. But it wasn't good enough.
It was
in
too
the
late
end.
at this point also.
Yes,
Like they were boomed mentally already.
probably. Yeah.
It would be like so hard to pull through, even if the comp was good. They would need to like absolutely roll on attack to get the mental back. Well, this is the game for today. Sianguish taking the game 3-0. Unfortunately, of course, because we would like to see more of the close games, but hopefully we'll be getting closer and closer to this competitive games ahead. So see you tomorrow or on the next games that are coming in this tourney, and goodbye. I will. Shady was casting here with Gamer Meritok. See you.
Bye bye.